This is Sam Vaughn for Sam Sports Report. Today's date is December 24th, 2020. The Kansas City Chiefs will do more on that Monday, as they've announced that Jared McKinnon and Kadarius Toney and McCole Hardman and Jared McKinnon are all out, and Sky Moore. Take it with you want with Kadarius Toney, as he's been terrible and dropped a lot of balls. Donovan Smith is also out. The other left tackle can take spot of Donovan Smith. Travis Kelce is a neck. He will play, but he has showed that he's not been healthy this season. Josh Jacobs is questionable for the Raiders. Clyde Edwards-Helaire will probably be using the screen game instead of Jerick McKinnon, but also look for him to run the ball a little bit, and I'm sure Isaiah Pacheco will share screens. Look out for Richie James to start in place of Sky Moore. Maybe Justin Ross to be activated after his legal trouble. He has been out for several weeks. Kickoff is at 1 tomorrow. Now let's go to the Sunday's game. The Steelers don't necessarily shock the Bengals by beating them. They blow them out, though, and shock them by that. A punt, a touchdown, a 24-yard drive. George Pickens then scores a touchdown, then a punt, then a 10-play. George Pickens scores a touchdown after being the distraction play yesterday. 21-0 was the score. Bengals responded with a field goal. Steelers responded with a field goal to put 24-0. Final was 34-11. Mason Rudolph had 2 touchdowns, 0 INTs. George Pickens had 2 touchdowns and just 4 receptions for 195 yards. Browning did throw 3 INTs. He had 140 yards to T. Higgins in the loss. Bills and Chargers met up. The team that was motivated, the Chargers, came out with a 10-0 lead, but the Bills took back the lead by half, 14-10. The Chargers would get a field goal to make it 14-13. Josh Allen would rush to a touchdown. Josh Allen would get 2 rushing touchdowns and 1 touchdown through the air, as he had 3 touchdowns overall. Cam Dicker was the 96 on average on the field, but the Bills put a chokehold on the clock and win 24-22, as that drive lasted a long time. Josh Allen did release a deep ball, one of the greatest throws I've ever seen, to Gabe Davis for a 57-yard rollout for a touchdown. Stats: Josh Allen has 3 touchdowns, 1 through the air, 287, and 1 pick. We forget about Josh Allen's running ability. Josh Allen had 98 rushing yards. Vikings national game of the day at Naples, probably a national game on television. Lions, T.J. Hickenson and Amon St. Brown are players to watch out for. T.J. Hawkinson and Amon St. Brown are players to watch out for at the receiver position. Daniel Hunter is a defensive tackle, 15.5 sacks. Adrian Hutchinson, who leads the Lions in sacks, 6. Lions haven't been very good on defense. Quarterback Jared Goff and Vikings Nick Mullins, who is the 3rd string to start the season. Quarterback for the Lions will be Jared Goff. Game time is at 12. The Lions are favored by 3. Lions, my score, 30-24. And next game will be the best game of the day, the Browns and Texans. TV station not on for Naples, Florida, but I'll get it for with NFL ticket. Case Keenum, who will be out, who will make a start. Joe Flacco will play his 3rd game. First 2, the Browns won their first 2, but the Browns beat the Bears last week. Flacco is back winning, has won 2 in a row, and Deshaun Watson wouldn't have been hurt. It would have been in the matchup between the 2 former Texan and now the Brown. But as it is, it's now Case Keenum. C.J. Stroud is hurt. Nico Collins is questionable. He'd be a player to watch out with, along with Mari Cooper. The players to watch out for sure playing Myles Garrett and Will Anderson Jr. Will Anderson Jr. is inactive, so we rely on more on defense. I had a hard time figuring out a good player for the Texans. What I found is Steven Nelson, former Chief, player to watch out for. He has 4 picks on the season. The Browns are favored by 3. I'm taking the Texans 27-20. Game time is at 12. The Seattle Seahawks will play the Titans. Jackson Nigba and DK Metcalf are players to watch out for. DeAndre Hopkins is a player to watch out for. Derrick Henry is a player to watch out for the Titans. Both players for the Titans. Also, DK Metcalf is a player to watch out for. Quarterbacks Will Levis and Geno Smith. Last week, former Missouri Tiger Drew Lock took the Broncos down to win. Last week, Drew Lock took the Seahawks down to win against the Eagles on a surprising win. But it's back to Geno Smith. Game time is at 12. Titans and Seahawks are favored by 3. Seahawks are 7-7 in the 8th team in playoff race. Drew Lock was a former Missouri Tiger. We're not going to go over the Packers and Panthers. It seems to have dropped out of the playoff race as they are 6. Carolina is even worse as they are up for the first NFL draft pick that the Bears will take. Packers are favored by 4 in Carolina. The Washington Commanders and New York Jets we are previewing. They're 5-9 and the Commanders are 4-10. Game time is at 12. The last game is Colts and Falcons. Colts will have third stringer Gardner Minshew. It will be Desmond Ridder, who has been not good this year, just 10 touchdowns and 10 INTs. Have somewhat to play for as they're 6-8 and may be able to grab the wild card spot or the division spot. As the division is suckier than ever, but they're going to have to grab it and win the last 2 probably. Grady Jarrett and DeForest Buckner are players to watch out for. Game time is at 1. I'll take the Falcons 27-23. Falcons are favored by 2.5. The best game of the Sunday will be Miami Dolphins and America's team, the Cowboys. So the Dolphins could lose the 2nd seed. With the Dolphins lost, the Chiefs it'll be MVP runner-up Dak Prescott, who lost the Bills last week and got destroyed, and it'll be Tua Tagovailoa, who should play, who was hobbling last week. Tyreek Hill and CD Lamb, 1306, 1542. And wide receiver spot, Bradley Chubb and linebacker Micah Parsons are players to watch out for also. Both at the linebacker position. Kick is at 325. Dolphins favored by 2. I'll take the Dolphins, 28-25. They play the Baltimore Ravens next week, which could be a battle for the division for the number 1 seed, or it could be a battle for the number 2 seed for the Chiefs. Jacksonville Jaguars, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Watch out for Christian Kirk, Mike Evans. We look at Travis Etienne, who has 1,100 purpose yards, but I could possibly see him one season reaching 2,000 yards. Rashid White, although he's younger, he's achieved more than he was supposed to. He is a 3rd-round pick. 305, I'm taking the Jaguars by 1, who are favored 27-20. I do this more for Bears fans, but we'll preview this game. I always remember for the Bears, for Kyle Orton was good, really? Jay Cutler was good, really? Mitchell Trubisky was good, really? Justin Fields was good, really? And more. Smart move is the Bears have made is to get to the number 1 draft pick last year, trading that. Former first-round pick Kyle Murray and Justin Fields will go at it today. They have failed to live up to the billing, as most players do. They get drafted in the 1st round. Players to watch out for DJ Moore and Trey McBride, tight ends. And who plays the tight end position? The Cardinals are 3-11. The Bears are 5-9. Cole Kmet is a player to watch out for. He may not. Robert Tonyan had 7 catches for 58 yards in the season. He will play. Look out for Jabari Peppers and cornerback Patrick Surtain Jr. at the Broncos. I'll take the Bears 30-20. The next game is Patriots and Broncos, which we wouldn't really preview, except the Broncos are still in the playoff race. But they're going to have to win out as they are the 11th seed. And players to watch out for, Patrick Surtain Jr. and cornerback Jabari Peppers. Quarterbacks Russell Wilson and Bailey Zappi, also a player to watch out for. Kickers at 7:20. I'm going to take the Broncos 30-20. This is Sam Vaughn for Sam Sports Report.